It didn't cost me anything to set my wallet up. It didn't cost me anything. I've never even seen my electricity bill go up.
Huh.
Our electricity, I'm in Florida, it stays the same.
Is there any reason why somebody wouldn't do this today?
They're just lazy.
When we put this project together, we wanted to take all the good things from Bitcoin and how it originated and bring a lot of those good things back for individuals, because Bitcoin right now is becoming so large, it's for institutions.
Content provided in this live stream is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, investment, or legal advice. Cryptocurrency investments are speculative and involve risk. Please conduct your own research and consult with a professional advisor before making any investment decisions. With that said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the program.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to our live stream. I'm Ben English, and with me is Albert Milligan, the founder of EquityPay, and Mark Shaner. Today, we're super excited to talk. Mark Shaner. We're super excited to talk about getting started with staking and mining today. Well, last time we met, we talked a little bit about wallets and what we can do with the wallet. Now that we've got a wallet, we're set up to really start doing creating some passive income, which seems to be one of the go-to phrases today. Everybody's talking about that, but we're going to talk about understanding staking and mining today. So, can we really quickly cover what staking and mining are? Albert, Mark, who's going to talk first? What's staking?
All I'll say is I'm going to let Albert do most of the talking, but all I can say is mining and staking are just a simple way to get free coins, and staking is the way we do it. It's kind of unique to us, and I'll leave it to Albert for the rest of it.
All right. Okay, Albert.
Okay. So when it comes to mining, everyone heard of Bitcoin. And I'm sure a lot of people that are familiar with crypto, they've heard of the term mining Bitcoin. So what mining does, it essentially allows individuals to use computing power, whether it's a personal computer. In the sense of Bitcoin, it's gotten to the point where you have to have powerful, specialized equipment to be able to mine Bitcoin because it's a proof of work network. Mm-hmm. So essentially, you're competing against all these other computers to be able to be rewarded to do a transaction. So really what mining is doing, it's rewarding those that have computing power to earn coins and accumulate those coins in a wallet for using their computer. Okay.
The power that's required to mine Bitcoin, is that, because I've heard a couple different things. I've heard that that's an artificial construct. I've heard that that's something that Bitcoin was created to do just as part of what Bitcoin is. What is that?
Okay, so the best way to look at it, when Bitcoin first got started, anyone with a personal computer was able to mine Bitcoin. And that's really what EquityPay is right now. Anyone that has a personal computer. You don't need a lot of computer power in order to do transactions on the blockchain. Mm-hmm. So what Bitcoin has done, it's turned into what we typically have in capitalistic societies is competition. So it's like whoever has the most power is going to earn the most coins, where it really is a competition with, if I've got 100 computers running and you've got one computer running that has equivalent power, the chances are that if you have more computers, you're going to get more coins. It's just that simple. Yeah. So if you're a little guy that wants to try to earn Bitcoins on that network and you've got minimal equipment, you're not going to get any. That's the simple way to say it, because you don't have enough computer power to compete. It would be equivalent to where you've got a police force going up against a military. It's not going to happen.
Okay.
Plus the cost of electricity in that scenario would more than offset what you would get in the Bitcoin. So, you just spend so much electricity, which you don't have to do with what we do.
Right. That's what I've heard. Okay. So you'd basically need to be an early investor in Bitcoin to be able to pay your electric bill nowadays, now that the value's gone up. So it's yeah.
So one thing I always tell people, it doesn't make sense to mine Bitcoin. You're better off going out and buying it because you're going to be guaranteed to have coins. You're not dealing with electricity cost. You're not dealing with equipment cost. You're guaranteeing that you're going to get it. So you're better off in that situation just buying it. In our situation with EquityPay, and we'll get into that a little bit later, we've made it to where the early adopters that come in our network will be rewarded by using the PC. And this equipment, whether it's Bitcoin or any other network, it typically runs 24/7. So that equipment is going and it never stops because, again, even on our network, you're competing against other computers. But again, it's not as expensive and it doesn't cost that much.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, that's great. That's really cool. Can we talk about staking now? Because I've done a little bit of research into this and looked at this in a little bit. So staking in crypto, the mining alternative. I thought staking was the small potatoes and mining was the big potatoes, but that's actually reversed, right? Where do you get the most bang for your buck? And what's the difference?
Okay, so here's the interesting part. Bitcoin, for example, is proof of work. That means you need computers to be able to earn coins rewards, but there's no true staking on the network itself.
Okay.
So if you look at EquityPay, we're 50% proof of work, 50% proof of stake. Now, the difference is with staking pays you for having coins that are in your wallet. It works equivalent to like an interest account. So let's say if you have 5,000 coins in your wallet, you're going to get anywhere from 20 to 30% interest yearly on the coins for just storing them in your wallet. That's really what staking is. You're going to get a guaranteed return, where in mining, even on our network, there is no guarantee because the more people that are competing to mine, it's going to go to the lucky ones that mine it. But staking, there is a guaranteed return for holding the coins, again, similar to like a CD or an interest-bearing account. You're going to get a guaranteed return for staking. That's why we split up our network into mining 50% and staking 50%.
Okay. So people do or they don't have to make a choice between staking and mining? Can they do both?
They can do one or the other, or they can do both. We encourage people to do both because even with staking on our network, that computer's running 24/7. So if that computer is running 24/7, you might as well mine and stake at the same time, because if you get anything off of mining, then it's just a plus. I wouldn't expect anything, but when it comes, it's a plus.
Nice.
Your
Okay.
staking also is 20 to 30% on what Albert's got set up right now a year on the coins you've got in your wallet. So you're going to get a lot better bang for your buck on the coins in your wallet from staking than you are just mining coins daily.
Yeah. Okay. See, that's
especially once you've accumulated some coins. So the staking is, for me, it's been fantastic.
Okay. So is there a benefit? Is there a benefit to this in terms of, the personal benefit's great. So you get that nice high ROI. You can do both staking and mining. How does staking or mining affect the health of the coin? Does it make it healthier? Does it affect liquidity? Is there any effect there?
Okay, so the reason why we did 50-50 is as this network grows, we want people to generate wealth from using their computer and earn rewards. So that's where the incentive comes into staking. So let's say if we are at 50 cents or $1, you have to keep in mind that the more coins you have, as the price increase, it increases the value of your coins. And if you're staking the coins, essentially what you're saying is, I'm going to take these coins off the market. I want to be able to earn interest or more coins by just holding it. So that act alone creates a shortage. That means that the price is likely to go up and more people are going to hold the coin because now there's a supply and demand issue. There's less coins to go around. More people want to hold it. We encourage through our educational training in the future that is the best way to manage your wealth.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's great. Can we see this in action? Albert,
Yes,
do you want to
we
take over and show us anything? You have put this up on the screen for you?
Okay, so this is what EquityPay wallet looks like. If you look on the left-hand side, you've got different tabs. The different tabs for mining and staking are going to be towards the bottom. I'm clicked on the mining tab. It's very simple to mine the coin. Once the application is installed, it'll look just like this screen. All you have to do is pick how much power you want to be able to use on your processor to mine coins. I'm going to keep mine minimal. So all I have to do is hit start. I'm using one thread right now. I do believe that this computer may be able to go up to 12 threads. Again, the more power you use, the more likely you can mine coins. But the best part of it is you can still work on your computer and mine at the same time, because I do it all the time. I can mine the coin and still work on the computer, and it doesn't hurt anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you can see that my hash rate, what is it, 13,000. The estimated hash rate on the network right here is 63 million. And then I'm only using one thread. And then you can already see that I've been earning coins off the network, because as the transaction comes in, it'll just register the date it came in. It tells you it was mined, and it tells you the amount. So I've earned 1.74 coins every time rewarded.
Can you explain hash rate? Can you explain what that is? I hear that all the time.
Okay, so there's individual hash rate per computer. So for example, if you have a gaming computer, you're going to have more power typically than your average user. So the hash rate itself is the individual machine, and then the total hash rate is combined of all the machines. Okay, so that's really what hash rate is. It's the amount of power that's on the network to do transactions. Typically, the higher the number for the total, it makes it more difficult to earn coins because, again, it's a competition thing. The higher the number, the less likely you're going to be rewarded. The lower the number, the easier it is. That's why we're encouraging people right now to investigate into our project, read our white paper, and get involved. And then maybe Mark can tell you his experience that he's had for mining.
I'd be glad to. Started mine somewhere almost 3 years ago. I mine on my laptop. It's the same laptop I use for my business. I have bought some coins. You're a nut not to buy some right now at the price. I think I bought a little over 7,000 about a week ago for $150. But I got a total. My wallet, it has 200 and almost 70,000 coins in it.
270,000 coins.
270,000, and probably I would say 200,000 or more of those came from just staking and mining. And it didn't cost me anything to set my wallet up. It didn't cost me anything. I've never even seen my electricity bill go up.
Huh.
Our electricity, I'm in Florida, it stays the same. So I've not been affected by electricity. My computer's noted it's free.
Is there any reason why somebody wouldn't do this today?
They're just lazy.
Don't like money.
Or they just don't understand. I mean, they get confused. They don't understand. They just don't care about crypto. But if you got sometimes you can say, okay, this is a startup and it might not work. Okay, that's true. We're a startup, might not work. But what do you got to lose? It doesn't cost you anything to put the wallet down. It doesn't cost you anything to mine. It doesn't cost you anything to stake. If it does work, you're going to make a lot of money. Just get started. The only other reason than that is you just don't want to do crypto.
Sure.
Or you're lazy.
and one thing I wanted to add, when we put this project together, we wanted to take all the good things from Bitcoin and how it originated and bring a lot of those good things back for individuals, because Bitcoin right now is becoming so large, it's for institutions. And usually the early adopters in anything will get rewarded. And it's like what Mark said, this may not ever go anywhere. It may not go anywhere, but it's like Bitcoin. No one ever thought it would go anywhere either.
I remember
and
those days.
Started early.
Right.
Look at them now.
Yeah. They're on a beach in Hawaii. Very nice. Well, great. This is great. What else can we show people tonight, you guys? What else would you like to show folks?
I mean, the only other thing I'd say, it's where the world's going, and we're missing the boat if we don't understand that. Hey, banking's changing. Banks going to eventually be no banks. It's going to be all wallets, all personal banking, all private banking, all crypto. We need to get on with history.
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing I want to cover, we covered mining. I want to show how easy it is to do staking. So if we can go back to this screen, when you do staking itself, it's very simple. You click on the staking tab. You can see right here the rate of return. We're looking at, again, we always vary between 20 and 30%. Right now we're at 29% annually ROI. So that's really good.
And that's paid daily. That's compounded and paid daily.
Correct. And that, again, it's based on the amount of coins. So the more coins you have, which is a tip, the more returns you're going to see daily. Okay. And all you have to do to start the staking process, all you have to do is turn this on. And what I've done is I put a passphrase on mine. Okay. I'm making mine a little bit more secure. Once I put in my passphrase, and then hit OK. Oops. Sorry, guys. Wrong passphrase. It works.
Secure. We know it's secure.
You know it works. And the reason why I have a pass, Jesus Christ, guys.
It ain't his fault. Don't blame him.
Yeah.
He's not running your computer.
Okay, the reason why I have a passphrase on mine is because I don't want, if my computer's running all the time, that means that if I don't have a passphrase, someone can come on my computer and send coins out to wherever. So I just put a built-in protection that no one can send anything from my computer unless they have the password. That's all it is password protected. So you can see now that the staking has started. If you look in the lower left-hand corner down here where it says EquityPay, you can probably barely see it. It'll look like a lightning bolt. And then that lightning bolt, you can see in that little yellow part, it tells you that it's staking. Okay. And that's all you have to do. Once it's set up, you let it run 24/7, and you can be mining and staking, or you can just be mining by itself or staking. You can do one or both.
Yeah.
And then if you ever go buy coins and you want to buy coins, you put those same coins you buy right here in your wallet. You go right on the exchange, you get what you want.
Automatically start to stake and mine, or to stake based on the coins in your wallet, the total coins in your wallet. Correct.
Yeah, if you go buy coins, then your staking is going to increase. If I've mined and I've staked and I've got a few hundred coins, and then I go buy a few hundred more, now the very next day, my staking increases. Or the minute the coins get in there and they get recognized, then my staking increases. It's quicker than the very next day, really.
And then I'll show you one other thing. If you go to the tab transactions, you could see all of the transactions. You can see the staking, you can see the mining, you can see where I've sent transactions, you can see where I've received transactions. So this would be equivalent to your checkbook. This would be your ledger. It keeps track of everything automatically. And then you can even see where I've put descriptions. So when I'm sending coins out, I can put a description of where it went to. When coins come in from mining and staking, it happens automatically. once you get used to it, it's really easy. And again, we're looking at training people where we're going to do one-on-one training in the sense of a group of people that have questions, will answer it. But it's really simple once you get used to it.
Yeah, that's
And
fantastic.
again, we've got the training set up for it. We'd be glad to train you. All you got to do is get started.
Yeah, I don't know why somebody wouldn't get started. Honestly, this is dead simple. It's very easy. It's not energy. It doesn't take a lot of power, like we talked about earlier. This is great. Is there anything else that you guys want to tell people about staking and mining?
One thing I do want to add when it comes to staking and mining, it's really changing your thought process of how you look at banking. Again, when you're staking and mining, you are actively participating in a network. So you should see yourself as a banker. When you put a banking hat on, it's a very powerful position because that's how you're going to generate wealth. If you look at how wealth has been generated in the past, it's all the banking families. They were the ones that were able to accumulate wealth. Those are the ones that have influence when it comes to politics, when it comes to investments, because money in and of itself is influence. If you're able to maintain wealth, you have an influence, you have a status, and that's something that is passed down to your children, and that's something that you want to teach them to do. So put a bank on.
You know, when you're mining and staking, it's not much difference than putting money in a bank and then putting it in a passbook savings account and getting your hot dog 1 or 1.5% a year or less. And then the bank loans it back to you anywhere from 12 to 20%. Well, now you're the bank. You're loaning the money if you want to loan it. You're making the 12 to 20%. You're in control of it, you know, not the bank.
Gotcha. Okay, this has been a good session. I've learned a bunch of stuff. Hopefully the folks that are watching this have had a chance to add some things too. If you've got comments or a question for Albert or myself or Mark, leave us a comment, shoot us an email. Our contact information is all over the place here, but we really encourage the folks who are watching this, take the first step today. Okay, download the EquityPay wallet, start staking, set up your mining. Don't miss out. This is an opportunity to earn passive incomes, an opportunity to become your own bank, take a bit of control of your own life back. So thank you. Yeah. Guys, is there anything else you want to say to our watchers?
I do, but I'll go last. Albert can go first since he's the king.
I do believe we're living in a very exciting time in history. And it's only those who take advantage of opportunity. And I call those the early adopters. You can sit back and complain. I look at myself 4 or 5 years ago. I had an opportunity to buy Bitcoin when it was $400 a coin. I was going to buy 400 coins at $40,000. I kick myself now because those same $100 coins is roughly worth whatever Bitcoin is right now. It would have been a couple of million. We're creating an opportunity just like Bitcoin was back then, but we're doing it for entrepreneurs. So it's a perfect time to be involved.
Okay, well, so I'm going to say something these guys don't know about. Now, Albert's been working on the membership website, and we hope it's going to be done soon. And you should be enrolling on a waiting list to get on that free. Next time we talk, we're going to talk about a program that we're going to open up to 100 people that we're looking for as founding members in our membership group. Those founding members will have a right and voting rights to help actually direct what we do with EquityPay. You'll get advantages and perks that members that come in after you won't get. I'm not going to tell you how it's going to work or anything about it until we get ready to do that. I'm just telling you it's well worth your time. It's well worth your membership, and it's going to be highly advantageous to you. And I'm going to leave it at that. But we will talk about that in detail pretty soon. You should bring your friends on that to hear that and get them on the waiting list.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. If you're not already signed up for it, sign up for our newsletter, because we'll be talking about that program extensively in the newsletter that we send out weekly. And we're looking forward to rolling that out. That's going to really be great. All right. Well, thanks, folks. Thanks. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Watch this space. Thanks a lot for watching.
All right.
Peace.
All right, guys.
Hasta la vista, baby.